Hey everybody, welcome to another Ostap analysis. Today we're going to take a look at my second match from the ADCC trials. I'm going to be up against James Gray. We're going to slap hands. I'm going to try to look for my guard pull right away because there's no minus points. And it's going to start out pretty exciting here. He's going to jump for a triangle. I'm able to defend. I immediately get behind him in a deep half guard position. He tries to escape, but I'm able to tilt him over. And I'm going to go for the Barambola right here, try to chase the back, but he recovers to his guard, and we go out of bounds. So let's take a quick look at this transition. So you see he's going to hop for the triangle, and I'm trying to get my knees really tight to my chest. If my knees are tight to my chest, I know he can't lock on. From here, he's going to recover to his feet, and with my left leg, you see I lace it behind his legs, kind of like I'm going 50-50, but I'm going to keep it on the other hip. From here, I swing my upper body, and now I'm in deep half guard. He does a great job because he gets his hip up high along my chest and faces back into me. Really good defense. From here, I'm going to start to tilt him to the side. I get his hip down. I spin through for the Barambolo. Here it comes. And you see he's going to roll with it, so I can't get onto his back. And he also does a great job of opening his left knee out so that he recovers to a nice kind of half guard butterfly-ish position, but I'm not smashing his knees. So the ref's going to center us back up. In the butterfly, now I'm on top. I'm going to try to get some passing going. I'm getting my knee in the middle. He goes for a little arm drag. So I'm in the De La Riva, try for a leg drag. He's keeping his knees nice and wide. Here he goes after my leg, so I'm focusing on keeping it behind his leg. I keep trying to pass, did a little hip thrust there. See if I can tilt him to the side. Doing a bit of Toriandos. James had a really nice guard. Very good defense. Here he tried to invert and then tilt me over to the side with a deep underhook and the reverse De La Riva. Here I'm just kind of relaxing a little bit. That grip is annoying to deal with. But I know if I stay down on my side, I'll be okay. So he tries to get up. I recover. I sit back down. So in ADCC rules, the first half, so for the first 3 minutes, there's no points at all and no minus points. So I still have enough time to pull guard. Here I'm setting up the reverse De La Riva. I spin under. Boom, I come up again. Good Toriando attempt. But you see how he's always keeping his hips kind of square to the mat, not getting tilted, using his hands really well to frame. Now I'm going to try to put some stack pressure, see if I can get around this way. Here I get kind of close, but he's going to open his left knee out. Framing with the hands again, sliding back along the mat very nicely. Now somewhere around here, I know that the time is going to be running down. So I want to get back to my guard before the 3 minutes. So that's kind of what happens here. And at the tournament, the ref is going to tell you when the halfway mark is and when points start. You see, I even looked back at my corner to see what the time was. So here I'm just going to wait a little bit. I've already swept him twice, so I think I could sweep him again if push comes to shove. Again, most people don't defend sweeps as hard in the no points period, so it'll definitely get harder after the halfway mark. Here he tries for a Darce, but I pull my left elbow out in time. Just keeping the distance. A little strategery going on. Okay, so I think it's past the halfway mark now. Oh, no, there it is. So the ref just told us. And I gotta say, trying to sweep him in the second half was much, much tougher. So here he's staying low. Okay, I spin under him, just like I did before. Here I try to go to a leg drag transition that I really like, but he's able to defend. Here he comes in for a nice tight knee cut, but I was able to get my right foot to the outside. I rock him over a little bit. Try to go after the leg. but he stays low, keeps that left knee heavy. So I transition back to the close guard. Not back to, but to the close guard. See if I can get some attacks out of here. He stands up right away. Good response. I try to climb up. He clears my head grip. Keep trying to climb up, but it's not going to be successful. I drop back out to De La Riva. Go back to reverse. Probably looking to spin under if I can. But he's staying nice and low. Okay, now I'm going to switch up. I go ankle lock, De La Riva grip, full lock De La Riva. Position I've been using a lot this Nogi season. So at this point, the score is still 0-0. So I'm going to try to see if I can finish this. And even if I don't finish it, I'll at least show that I'm being aggressive. My footlock from this position isn't the best. I'm working on it. It's getting better, but still not that great. So we're going to see in a second, I'm going to transition to the move that I usually do from here. So with my left leg, I'm going to go one-legged X right here. And now in a second, I'm going to kick him up and get to my feet, try to go for the sweep. Boom, there it goes. Now he kicks out, and at this point, because it's ADCC, it's a lot worse for me, because I'd rather be playing my guard. I'd ideally not want to wrestle at this point, but I have to. If I pull guard here, I get a -1, and then he can just ride it out for the victory. So they both exchange shots here. He pulls. Oh, then he gets back up. Yeah, I think that would have been -1 if he would have stayed down. Now the time is also running low here, so it's definitely dangerous. And we see right here he gets a really nice shot. And I was just able to survive it. So let's rewind so we can take a look at this transition again. So he goes in deep around my leg, gets an angle right here, traps my leg. Now the main thing that saves me is this underhook with my right arm. Okay, I'm going to use it to kind of tilt him back. And I'm also going to just pull my left knee out right here and get back on top. And this is just as the time starts. So you see right there. Sorry, the time stops. So ADCC rules, immediate overtime. Starting on the feet, minus points from the beginning, so I can't pull guard right away. Here I'm going to shoot in. So if you want to get to your guard, you have to shoot in, fight for the takedown for 3 seconds, and then you can roll to your guard, and you won't get a -1. So you see that's what I'm doing. I'm staying down, attached to the legs. Whoop, I go back into guard. He starts to stack me really, really hard. And right there, I almost get dropped on my head. Let's take a look at this again. So here I do a tight shoulder roll, get back to my guard, but I'm immediately in the stack position. I think I could have done a better job defending, so I didn't get lifted up all the way. But here he tries to lift me up, and I just focus on keeping my feet over top of my shoulders, so my feet are going to plant down first. Thanks to some yoga, I'm able to do this. If it wasn't for that, I might have got dropped on my head a little bit, and we end up back in my guard. Here I go to reverse, get my left lasso over top. I go after his wrist, maybe considering an arm drag, but I end up underhooking the ankle, going for the invert, transition to this leg drag position, but he does a good job of pulling his right foot out. And so we end up in De La Riva. I'm going to go footlock grip again, and then he opens his knee, so I opt to go to close guard. I immediately go posture control with my right arm, see it's around his head, or kind of his lat. My left hand's going to look for the wrist, and here I'm trying to set up a triangle. He pulls his head out, so we end up omoplata. He's going to backstep, try to catch my own arm. But here I'm able to get my left foot in between us. And you see I'm going after his other ankle, seeing if something can come out of this, maybe some kind of sweep. But eventually I'll ace my foot through for the 50-50. And then I'm going to pass the heel across, catch the heel hook, and he's going to spin against it, so it comes on a lot faster than I thought it was going to. Let's rewind and look at this transition one more time. Okay, so here's the omoplata. He's going to drop his left knee. He reacts right away. Starts to backstep, looking after my other arm. Keep my knees in tight. I push him away, And then you see my left leg is going to hold some distance between us. I'm trying to control this ankle right here. But eventually I'm going to thread my left leg in through, coming out here to 50-50. And I remember in the middle of the match, I was kind of thinking out loud in my head, if I put my foot through, will I be safe? Will he maybe heel hook me? But I felt confident because I had this other foot already under his armpit, and it could help me defend in case he tries to go after my heel. From there, I noticed his foot was right there. I could pop it across, go for a heel hook of my own. And in this position, I feel the person on bottom is definitely at a big advantage, because usually you get to catch the heel hook first. And for the person on top, right now they're busy basing with their free leg. A lot of times you need your free leg to help you defend this position. Your hands are also not like anywhere near trying to attach to my arms, trying to break the grip. So I definitely feel I'm ahead. I was a little bit surprised that my opponent was going to backstep because this is going to put pressure onto his own foot with the heel hook. So the move comes in a lot faster than I thought it would have. And I let go as soon as I realized that he's tapping. And so this is the end of the second match. James was a great competitor. He had a really nice guard. It was a tough match. I almost lost it there with that takedown at the end. I hope you guys like this. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel. And if any of you are interested in me doing an analysis of one of your matches, give you some tips on what you can improve, things to change in your game, moves to work on, please contact me on social media. Thanks.